Scottie Pippen and Sean Kemp. Let them play. It's the NBA Finals, please.
Kemp sitting down now. Bukowski has come on, and a foul on Bukowski. That is his third.
Well, there, Bukowski and Rodman in the same situation.
As many as 23. Longley. Rodman with the tip. And the Sonics now lead 57-41. Mathis on the scene as Rodman and Bukowski came together. And Mathis and Crawford will talk it over.
Rodman tips the ball in, and Bukowski right there. That is a technical foul, uncalled for by a skilled and good player, Frank Bukowski.
Well, you saw the first elbow by Dennis Rodman.
So the Bulls in the midst of their second run. Kemp and lands on Rodman and is enjoying it. You can be certain of that.
Dennis Rodman gives him a pat on the back. The terrific move here by Kemp. The hard spin, and then over the head as Dennis Rodman is helpless as the quickness, power, and strength of Kemp too much.
That was a heater. Scottie Pippen is trying to shoot his way back into it. Michael Jordan, yes, and it counts. And he'll head to the line looking for his 9th point. Hugh Hollins in a discussion with a couple of members of the Sonics and maybe handing out a tee.
A technical on Nate McMillan for throwing the ball at Dennis Rodman on a little bit of an exchange underneath. Dennis loves to just get tangled up. Dennis put the ball right in his midsection. I don't want that ball. Again, Dennis Rodman initiating the play, yet the second one so often the one detected.
No question that Dennis instigated that, and then McMillan was the guy who was seen and was called.
Wow. Seattle should come right back to Gary Payton. He just draws a foul. Double foul away from the ball. Bukowski and Rodman uncalled for.
Well, something here beginning to brew. They were quiet earlier, but Bukowski and Rodman getting involved.
Well, Dennis puts his chin and face right under the forearm of Bukowski, and Bukowski trying to create some space for himself can do nothing but hit Dennis Rodman. The 4th on Dennis, and that spells problems, big problems for Chicago.
Well, suddenly the Bulls are facing a difficult situation. You have 4 on Rodman, who is apparently drew blood, and that's what he is complaining about. You have Ron Harper, who is hurt. Leading the 3-on-2 as they spread the floor. Pippen for Rodman on the right. And it counts.
Well, Dennis Rodman doing what he does best. Work on
Shot clock at 5. And away from the ball, the call against the Sonics as Rodman was taken down by Kemp. That's 3 on Kemp.
Rodman and Kemp away from the ball. Kemp, the frustration. That was not a flop. He threw him to the ground. Sean, you cannot lose your poise here. That's Dennis Rodman trying to get into your head. You're just trying to go through him or over him. That won't work.
And Joe Crawford says, stay right here. And Dennis Rodman could be losing it. Now he's applauding the call. Rodman was about to get involved and then walked away.
Joe Crawford is going to call a flagrant foul here on Frank Bukowski.
So, as Rodman, who has had his ups and downs at the line, is able to hit the first for his first point of the night.
Bukowski looking to box out, looking to keep Rodman off, but just move.
Now Judd Bushler replaces Dennis Rodman. The conversation continues. And a technical has been called on Bukowski. And he's been called a double technical on Frank Bukowski. Apparently Joe Crawford feels that the intent of Bukowski was to instigate something against Rodman. Bukowski now walking in the direction of a couple of Bulls, and he's joined by a security man and is ushered back to the locker room.
And he got a couple of parting
who sometimes gets too caught up in the physical aspect of the game, but he gets a flagrant foul and then two technically. Now Chicago with a chance to open it up a bit here.
But as you said earlier, Bill, I don't think there's any question that Bukowski was trying to get that second technical. Longley. Oh, look out. Rodman just went down. Joe Crawford taking a long look. Sean Kemp has fouled out. Here's another look at it.
A totally unnecessary play. All of them hooked up there. Frustration by Sean Kemp. Just let that one go. You got to play above. Rodman celebrating. And wanting. There's their first foul.
Bukowski just let Rodman a three for Hersey Hawk
In the Utah series. Here, Dennis Rodman and Bukowski getting all tangled up. And Dennis with a flop there, just taking a little bump from Bukowski.
finest moment as a professional. And Jordan fouled by Hawkins, and Rodman and Bukowski getting involved.
And Phil Jackson at the other end of the floor taking a very long look and now whistling to his team out there. He does not want Dennis to do anything that is not going to have him ready for a game 4. You just have your heart in your throat at all times when they get tangled up. And see, Dennis initiates all that by getting his arms tangled up underneath the other player.
A 22-point lead. But these are certainly two of the freest spirits in the NBA. We don't need any sort of altercation here that would take away from this beautiful exhibition of basketball today by the Chicago Bulls.
Now, would this be considered taunting?
I was just going to say, why is that not taunting? Just a look and almost baiting Frank Bukowski to do something. Dennis has to settle down, play basketball, go play golf with Michael Jordan tomorrow and get ready for game 4.
Out of 4. Jordan. And Rodman and Bukowski get involved. It looks like Pavetta has given the ejection sign. This has been brewing the last couple of minutes. I think he's thrown both out of the game. Bukowski ejected, flagrant foul 2.
Well, this has been brewing ever since these two have gotten on the floor there.
Pavetta gave a succession of thumbs, but apparently he was making it clear that it was Bukowski who was gone, and Rodman remains, and now he and Kemp are having words.
Very difficult for George Karl to ridicule the starting power forward, leading rebounder in the series when you're down 3-0.
5:45 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Phil Jackson should do this game a favor, maybe take Rodman out.
Rodman and Kemp coming together, and Kemp picks up number 5. Phil Jackson may be enjoying the fact that Dennis Rodman has gotten into the heads of the Seattle players, and Michael Jordan just...
George Karl, on the other hand,